Good evening, students. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes. Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So only 4 members or some other also will join.
Sir, some other will also join.
We can wait for 2 minutes, let others also join, then we can go with the classes.
Okay, sir.
So by today we are going to revise a very important topic that is called life process. Because in which alone you will get more questions, isn't it? You have to be more interactive here, then only you will get lot of things, lot of modules and everything. Okay, so please be interactive whenever it is needed. You just unmute yourself and speak. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's start, Ma. So let's start. Rupika, Sumi, Lakshmi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what we are telling life process. The things are the steps which are all making us alive. That is called life process. There will be 4 life process are there. What are the life process, Ma? Nutrition, respiration, circulation, and excretion. So these are all the 4 major life process which are all responsible for making us to alive. Okay, the major, what are the criteria are life? Growth and movement, that both are criteria are life. Okay, what is called nutrition? The process which we are obtaining energy, that is called nutrients, dear. Okay, so they used to say that is a 4 major process which are all responsible for our functioning is ADME, absorption, then distribution, metabolism, and excretion. These are all the 4 processes are happening in our body. So what is absorption? We are eating food. So the food is need to be digested and it need to be absorbed from the small intestine. Which structure which is responsible for the absorption process here in our body? Do you have any idea? Anyone? Which structure is responsible for the absorption or adsorption in our body? So in our small, it is a previous year question. In our small intestine, there are some structure that is called microvilli, which is used to increases the surface area for the absorption. Note it down here. The microvilli are responsible for increasing the surface area for absorption. After that, the absorbed food material need to be broken down to form energy through the process of respiration. That energy and oxygen are carried with the help of metabolism, and finally The waste material are excreted in the process of excretion. So these are all the four major processes which are all happening in our body, dear. So based on it, we have two mode of nutrition. One is autotrophic and another one is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. What is the meaning of auto? Auto means self. Trophic means nourishment. Okay, the green plants, algae and blue-green algae. Okay, these are all the things which have autotrophic mode of nutrition here. You just note it down. The blue-green algae, which is also said to be a cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria. Blue-green algae, which is also said to be a cyanobacteria. Note it down now. So what is the meaning of autotrophic mode of nutrition here? If it is doing your nutrition with the self kind or own kind, that is said to be autotrophic mode of nutrition. So usually the green plants, if it is having chlorophyll molecule, so it will undergo what is that autotrophic mode of nutrition here. What are the raw materials for autotrophic mode of nutrition? Ma, anyone? What are the raw materials for photosynthesis process? Please unmute yourself and speak, dears. What are the raw materials for photosynthesis process? The raw materials are carbon dioxide and water. So this carbon dioxide and water which we are taking from atmosphere. Okay, this is the equation here. So the 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it produces the, what is it, glucose molecule. And oxygen is liberated. So what is happening here? Light energy is converted into chemical energy. Okay, so the chlorophyll consists of, okay, it's a green pigment, it consists of chloroplast. Chloroplast is the place or the site for photosynthesis. Note it down, ma. Site for photosynthesis. So we have different three major kinds of pigments here. One is chromoplast and chloroplast. Finally, leucoplast. Have you heard the term before? Chromoplast, chloroplast, leucoplast. Have you heard the term before? Anyone? Anyone have you heard the term before? Rubika, Sumyuk, Lakshmi, Aryan, Priti, Mohit. Anyone? Jashan? Anyone? Have you heard the term previously? Without interaction, you can't get anything. Please be interactive. So the chromoplast are yellow or orange in color here. Note it down. Chromoplast are yellow or orange in color. What is the use which is present in flowers and fruits? Chloroplast I already told. It is green in color. It is green in color, which is responsible for photosynthesis. Leucoplasts are colorless plastics, which is responsible for storing starch. It is only for storing purpose. Note it down. Have you all noted, ma? At least you can show the thumb or fingers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Noted.
Okay, these are all the factors which affect the photosynthesis process there. So we already know carbon dioxide, water, both are raw materials. In the presence of sunlight only, photosynthesis may happen. There will be a three process are happening in photosynthesis now. The first one is absorption of light energy by the chlorophyll, then the conversion of light energy into chemical energy, then reduction of carbon dioxide into carbohydrate. First, okay, water is oxidized to form oxygen here. The carbon dioxide is reduced to form carbohydrate. So both the oxidation and reduction takes place in the process. Both the oxidation and reduction takes place in the photosynthesis. That is what we are telling. Photosynthesis as a redox reaction. Note it down, ma. What is called redox reaction? If the oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, that is called redox reaction. Note it down here. Have you all noted, ma?
Yes, sir.
Are you learning some new things today? Then you just see the different mode of nutritions are there here. Okay, the first one is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. If an organism depends on other organisms that are called heterotrophic mode of nutrition, example animals, plant eating, plants lacking chlorophyll like fungi. So the first one is saprophytic. Sapro means dead and decayed organism. If an organism which feed on dead and decayed organism, that is called saprophytic organism, that mode of nutrition that is called saprophytic nutrition. What are all the examples of saprophytic nutrition, ma? What are all the examples of saprophytic mode of nutrition? Don't strike here.
Sorry,
What?
sir.
Okay, dear. Tanisha, you can tell what is an example of saprophytic mode of nutrition. Fungi and bacteria are the example of saprophytic mode of nutrition. Okay, and we may have some more kind of nutrition also. Some of them are said to be a coprophilous organism, which means if an organism which feed on fecal matter or dung. Dung means fecal matter. That is called coprophilous organism. Example of coprophilous organisms are fungi. Then we have pyrophilous. Pyrophilous organism, which means if an organism which feed on fire, after fire barren area, okay, if it is feed on ash, that is called, what is that, pyrophilous organism. Okay, then we have insectivorous mode of nutrition. What is the insectivorous mode of nutrition, ma? If an organism which feed on insect, that are called insectivores. Okay, some plants also they are insectivorous alone. Example, Nepenthes, Venus, then Utricularia are the examples of insectivorous mode of nutrition. Note it down here. Nepenthes, Venus, Utricularia. and some of the organisms which feed on fruit that are called frugivorous mode of nutrition, which feed on fruit that is called frugivorous mode of nutrition. Okay, some animals sucks the blood of other animal that are called sanguivorous. That are called sanguivorous. Example, leech and mosquito. Note it down, ma. Are we all taking notes, dears? Please replay. Are we all taking notes? Then we have parasitic mode of nutrition. An organism which lives on host organism, which lives on other organism, that is called parasitic mode of nutrition. There will be two types. One is endoparasite, another one is ectoparasite. Endoparasite means which live inside the host organism. Ecto means which lives outside the host organism. Example of endoparasites are tapeworm and roundworm. Tapeworm means we used to say that is tinea. Note it down. Scientific name of tapeworm is tinea, or roundworm is ascaris. Then exoparasite means which lives outside the body. Example, lice and leech. Okay. So in our lesson, we are learning about malarial parasite also. Malaria parasite is an example of endoparasite. Cascata is a plant parasite. It is an example of exoparasite because which lives outside the body of the host organism. Then we have holozoic mode of nutrition. If it is engulfing or if it is getting together, that is called holozoic mode of nutrition. Example, amoeba, paramecium, animals and human being there. So there will be a four major process are happening in the holozoic mode of nutrition: ingestion, digestion, assimilation and digestion. So ingestion means taking food inside. On the whole, we are taking food inside, that is called ingestion here. So digestion means the complex inorganic food materials are broken down into simple organic material, or which is in the absorbable form, that is called what is the digestion. So after that, it should be absorbed from the small intestine. The small intestine consists of your numerous microvilli. From the microvilli, it may absorb, that is called absorption. The absorbed food material, it is transported into the bloodstream, that is called assimilation. And finally, the undigested waste materials are digested from the human body, that is called digestion. Now it is clear, dear.
Yes, sir.
What are all the steps are involved in the holozoic mode of nutrition? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion. Totally 5 steps are involved. Clear, Amma?
Yes, sir.
What is called alimentary canal, ma? What is called alimentary canal?
It starts from the
Mouth and end with the anus. Starts
mouth to
with
the
mouth and
anus.
end with the anus. That is called alimentary canal, dear. Okay, so we have what is that in mouth, buccal cavity, tongue. Then what is that? Larynx, pharynx, then esophagus, stomach. Small intestine consists of how many parts? 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Large intestine also consists of 3 parts: colon, rectum, anus. Okay, so which consists of each one have a specific function. What is the use of our buccal cavity? Which is used to grind the food material. Am I right? Which is used to grind the food material. Okay, then second we have what is it? And second we have What is tongue? The tongue which is used to mix the saliva with the food. Then it moves to esophagus. In between, one structure is there that is called epiglottis. What is the function of epiglottis, ma? Do you have any idea about epiglottis? What is the function of epiglottis, dear? Do you know the function of epiglottis? Anyone? Which is used to prevent the food to fallen into the what is a respiratory tract. It is a muscular. It is also previous year question only. It is a muscular flap-like structure which prevent the entry of food into the trachea. Okay. Next, we have what is that? Esophagus. Through the esophagus, one movement may happen. What kind of movement is seen in esophagus, ma? What kind of movements are seen in esophagus?
Peristaltic.
Anyone? Anyone?
Peristal.
Peristalsis. So it is a rhythmatic relaxation and contraction of the what is that? That esophageal muscle. So which reaches the stomach here. What is the shape of stomach, ma'am?
Sir, bag-like structure.
Yes. What is the shape of stomach? It is J-shaped. It is J-shaped here. Okay, how much can it can hold, ma? An adult stomach may hold 1.5 kg of food material. Okay, so it consists of two sphincter here. One is gastric sphincter and another one is pyloric sphincter. Okay, so through the movement is controlled. In mouth, what is secreted? Salivary gland. Okay, the salivary gland consists of salivary amylase, which convert the what is that starch to sugar. So starch. So what is the formula of starch? C12H22O11. What is the formula for sugar? C6H12O6. Then gastric gland. The stomach consists of three things: gastric juice, hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and mucus. The hydrochloric acid, which kills the bacteria and makes the medium alkaline for pepsin. Then pepsin, which digests the protein. Here it is given as alkaline. No, that makes the acidic. And mucus protect the corrosive action of hydrochloric acid here, because acids are corrosive in nature, which rupture the what is that stomach here. Why we are getting ulcer, ma? Peptic ulcer we are getting, right? Why we are getting peptic ulcer or stomach ulcer? Do you have any idea about it?
Sir, due to the damage of mucus lining.
Yes. If we are not anything, if we are not eating any food, it starts to rupture the mucus. So because of that alone, we are getting burning sensation and peptic ulcer. Okay. The next, liver. The liver secrete bile juice. It consists of two pigments that is called bilirubin and biliverdin. Okay, so which makes the medium acidic. Okay, for the pancreatic enzyme, which is responsible for very important one mark, emulsification of fat. Then pancreatic juice carbohydrate, convert the carbohydrate to glucose, and they have a trypsin and lipase. The trypsin which convert protein into amino acid, lipases convert fat into fatty acid and glycerol. These are all very important things there. Note it down, ma. Have you all noted down here?
Yes, sir.
Then we have respiration. What is called respiration, ma? It is opposite to photosynthesis. Am I right? Okay, so here in photosynthesis, we are preparing food material with the help of carbon dioxide. In photosynthesis, plants are liberating oxygen. Opposite to photosynthesis is called respiration here. So the plant and as well as human, we are consuming oxygen and liberating carbon dioxide in the process of respiration here. Here, glucose is broken down to form energy in the form of ATP. What is ATP, ma'am? What is called ATP?
Adenosine triphosphate.
Yes, very good. Adenosine triphosphate. Okay, which structure which is involved in the production of ATP? That is called mitochondria. Mitochondria also called as mitochondria, which is also powerhouse of the cell here. Okay, in mitochondria, in which structure which is involved in the production of ATP, ma'am?
nucleus,
No, in mitochondria, there is a structure that is called F1 particles or Fernandez particle. Okay, if it is consist of F1 head and a F0 base, so this is called oxysome. These oxysomes are responsible for producing ATP. Note it down. Oxysomes are responsible for producing ATP. Noted, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Then what are the kinds of respirations are there, dear?
Sir,
One is
and anaerobic.
aerobic respiration and another one is anaerobic respiration here. What is called aerobic respiration? If the respiration which takes place in the presence of oxygen, that is called aerobic respiration here. So the end products are carbon dioxide and water. If it is takes place in the absence of oxygen, it is called anaerobic respiration. The end products are ethanol and carbon dioxide or any acid with the carbon dioxide here. Okay, so in aerobic respiration, nearly 36 to 38 ATPs are released. But in anaerobic respiration, only 2 ATP is released. Here come it takes place in cytoplasm and mitochondria. In aerobic respiration, 3 processes may take place. One is glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and a electron transport chain. But here only one process, glycolysis alone, which may takes place. Okay, so here glucose is converted into pyruvate and energy is produced. But here in yeast, glucose is converted into ethanol. In muscle cell, glucose is converted into lactic acid here. See, have you heard the term pyruvate, ma? Anywhere? Have you heard the term pyruvate anywhere?
yes, sir.
What is pyruvate, ma?
Sir,
First, you
after
can note it down, I
synthesis,
will teach you. You can note it down, I will teach you.
after synthesis of glucose, then it will form a 3-carbon molecule known as
Yes,
pyruvate.
you can note it down, I will teach you the process.
Sir, it's a 3-carbon molecule, right?
That is 3-carbon molecule only. Actually, what may happen, the glucose which undergo a process that is called glycolysis. Glycolysis means splitting of glucose. So the glycolysis is a common pathway for both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, in glycolysis, 6-carbon glucose molecule is converted into 3-carbon pyruvate molecule. Okay, this pyruvate, if it is anaerobic respiration, means the pyruvate is directly converted into ethanol or glucose. If it is aerobic respiration, means it is converted into carbon dioxide and water, dear. So this is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Is it clear, dears? Is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Very good. What are all the steps involved in aerobic respiration? What are the steps involved in aerobic respiration?
Sir, glucose will be synthesized to pyruvate, then pyruvate will be,
No,
then it
no,
will
I'm
give a,
asking name. Glycolysis, Krebs, electron transport chain. Glycolysis cycle, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain. Anaerobic respiration takes place only in one. What is the dear?
mitochondria.
Yes. Okay. Next, there are some common features of respiratory organs are given here. It have a large surface area, permeable wall, which is connected with the blood supply. Why the large surface area is needed? To get maximum oxygen. Okay, each and every organism which have different kind of organs for breathing. We are humans and animals. We are breathing through what kind of system, dear?
lungs,
Animals.
nose,
Yes, no, we have lungs. Lungs are the primary organ for respiration, not nose. Okay, earthworm breathes through
skin,
skin. That is called moist skin. That is called what, dear? Moist skin. Then prawn and aquatic organism, fishes, they have
gill,
gills for breathing. The only organism which have three kinds of breathing is frog. The frog breathes through three processes. One is through buccopharyngeal, then lungs, skin. There will be a three modes of respirations will be there. Note it down here. Noted, Amma. What are the difference between inhalation and exhalation here? Anyone? Next week you are going to write exam. Please answer it. What are the difference between inhalation and exhalation?
Sir, when we inhale, the ribs expand,
Diaphragm.
and then air inside the air pressure becomes more. And when we exhale, the ribs relaxes, the diaphragm comes back to its normal shape, and the air inside the pressure of air becomes less.
Super, ma. Super, dear. Excellent. Okay. The next. What are the respiratory, digestive tract diseases which you are learning, ma? Diseases also very important. One is peptic ulcer, diarrhea, dysentery. For respiratory system, you have lung cancer, allergy. Have you learned previously?
Yes, sir.
Then in plant, the exchange may take place only through what is the dear? Through the environmental condition and requirement. Okay, in daytime, as we know, it will do photosynthesis. What are the changes which takes place there? It will consume carbon dioxide and release oxygen. In night time, it can release carbon dioxide and consume oxygen, because in night time alone it will do respiration. Terrestrial animal take oxygen from the atmosphere. Aquatic animal take oxygen from the what is a dissolved water here. There is a one question they will ask. Aquatic animals lives more in cold region compared to warm region. Why? Do you have any idea? This is also previous year question. Aquatic organism which lives more in cold region compared to warm region. Why? Any idea?
Sir, is it because of the oxygen content in the water?
Because in cold region, the dissolved oxygen level is more compared to warm region. So that is what the aquatic organisms which lives more in cold region compared to warm region here. Note it down. Did you note it, ma?
Yes, sir, done.
Then as we know, so there will be inhalation and exhalation takes place. Okay. So then exchange of gases that is done by the alveoli. What is alveoli dear? What is alveoli? It is a balloon-like structure and it is a primary site of exchange of gases. That is called alveoli. Okay, through the diffusion, then alveoli which gets the oxygen, then that oxygen is transported through hemoglobin. What is called hemoglobin, ma'am? What is called hemoglobin?
The red respiratory
Pigment.
pigment.
Why it is in biconcave shape? That is also previous year question. Why the hemoglobin is biconcave in shape?
Sir, the red blood cells are biconcave in shape to attach the oxygen molecule to themselves so that they can carry.
I'm not asking the function. Why it is in biconcave shape? It lacks the membrane-bound organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, and those things. Okay, the membrane-bound organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, ribosomes are absent. Because of that, that is biconcave in shape. Okay, so the shape which is used to increase the surface area for oxygen binding. So the function is used to increase the surface area for oxygen binding. Okay, then that uses, sorry, the because of the lack of what is it? The Golgi complex and endoplasmic reticulum. What are all the kinds of blood cells are there? The blood in human, it is for averagely we have 5 to 6 liters. Okay, a blood consists of two components. One is plasma and another one is formed elements. What is the percentage of plasma? It is 55 percentage. Elements 45 percentage. Okay, the formed elements we have three types. One is RBC, WBC, platelets. What is the function of RBC here? What is RBC? Red blood cells, which is also called as erythrocytes. What is the another name of RBC? Erythrocytes, which are all responsible for carrying oxygen from one place to another place. Then WBC. The WBCs are called leukocytes or white blood cells, which are all responsible for giving immune power to our body. Then finally we have platelets. The platelets are responsible for blood clotting. Which ion is present in RBC? Fe2 plus ion. For blood clotting, calcium ions are needed. Note it down. So then there are some functions of blood they had given. Have you all taking notes, dears? Sudha, Lakshmi, Aryan.
Sir?
Have you all taking notes, the extra notes which I was giving? I was
Sir.
only focusing regarding the board exam, that repeated questions I was teaching. Okay. Are you getting clear, or I'm going in a fast way?
Sir, about the calcium which is needed in the blood, can you tell again the point?
That is blood clotting, dear, for conversion of the, what is it, platelets into fibrinogen, calciums are needed.
Okay, sir.
Then functions of blood, which transport respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, which transport nutrients and hormones also. The hormones also transmitted by blood only. It transport the excretory products like ammonia, urea, then which is responsible for giving, what is that? Immune system. That is called lymphatic system, dear. In our body, two kind of circulatory systems are there. One is blood circulatory system and another one is lymphatic circulatory system. The lymphatic circulatory system alone, which is responsible for immune system in our body. What WBCs is also classified into two types, dear. Do you know how the WBCs are classified? How the WBCs are classified, ma'am? How the WBCs are classified?
I don't know, sir.
WBCs are classified into granulocytes because of the presence of granulocytes and agranulocytes here. Granulocytes examples are basophil, eosinophil, neutrophil. Agranulocytes are monocytes and lymphocytes. Note it down. It's a repeated question only. No, it is in our syllabus only. Sudha, why you are thinking that it is in our syllabus only? WBC classifications are in our syllabus only.
There are a few parts are out of syllabus, sir. Like,
Which one?
sir, like is it nasal leucoplast, then what do you say?
No, types of plastids are there in our syllabus. Are you thinking that you will get only questions from NCERT book?
Yes, sir. That's what.
Advanced level they will ask.
Okay, sir.
Then arteries and veins. Difference between arteries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood. Here valves are absent. Veins carry deoxygenated blood. Valves are present. Okay, except one artery. The pulmonary artery alone which carry, note it down. Pulmonary artery alone which carry deoxygenated blood. Pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood. It is exception. What is pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, ma'am? What is pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein?
Pulmonary
So they
artery
are
carries
the
deoxygenated blood, and pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood.
From where to where?
from heart to lungs and lungs to heart.
From heart to lungs, there will be three kinds of circulations are there in our body. One is pulmonary circulation. systemic circulation, and coronary circulation. We have three types. What is pulmonary circulation? If the blood is moving from heart to lungs, that is called pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation means heart to the various part of the body. Coronary circulation means inside the heart alone. If the circulation which takes place inside the heart, that is called coronary circulation. Note it down. There will be through three: pulmonary, systemic, and coronary. Noted, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Then what is called single circulation and double circulation, dear?
Sir, when blood flows through the heart once, it is known as single circulation, and when blood
Yes,
flows
single circulation
twice.
takes place in lower vertebrate. If the blood is from heart to lungs, again lungs to heart. So that is called double circulation. Double circulation is happen in four-chambered heart organism. What are the organism consist of four-chambered heart? Mammals, human, birds, or we have, what is it? Four-chambered. Fish consist of two-chambered hearts. Note it down. Two-chambered hearts. Amphibians consist of three-chambered hearts. Okay, birds and human. We have four-chambered heart. Have you all noted, Ma?
Done, sir.
So now I will tell you the working of heart. Dear, heart consists of how many chambers? Might consist of four chamber. One is one is right atrium, left atrium, left ventricle, and a right ventricle. The right atrium which receives the deoxygenated blood. Okay, from two function, from the two structure that is called superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. What is the function of vena cava, dear? Which receives only the deoxygenated blood. So in between the right atrium and right ventricle, there is a wall will be present that is called tricuspid wall. Okay, then it moved to right ventricle. From right ventricle to, what is it? From pulmonary artery, the deoxygenated blood moves to lungs, where it get oxygenated through the pulmonary vein, which move to left auricle, then left ventricle. In between the left auricle and left ventricle, bicuspid valve will be present. Through the left ventricle, through the aorta, it will move to the various part. This is the a basic framework of blood circulation here. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the function of valves, heart valves? As I told, we have tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. Where the tricuspid valve may present? In between the right auricle and right ventricle. Where the bicuspid valve may present? In between left auricle and left ventricle. What is the function of valves which is used to prevent the backflow of blood? Which is used to prevent the backflow of blood, which allow the blood to the single direction. And one more question, the wall of left ventricle is thicker than right ventricle. Why? Do you have any idea? The wall of left ventricle is thicker than right ventricle. Why? Any idea? The wall of left ventricle is thicker because it need to pump the blood to the various part of the body. Because of that, it is thicker in size. Is it clear, dear?
Yes, sir.
What is called lymphatic system? The lymphatic system is colorless fluid which is responsible for giving, what is that, dear? Which is responsible for giving immune power in our body, which is produces the lymphocytes. Okay, the next transportation in plant. What are the transported material which is present in plant air? There will be a two structure is present, that is called xylem and a phloem. Xylem and a phloem. What is the function of xylem? It's transport water and a mineral. What is the use of phloem, dear? It transport food material. What are all the components are present in xylem? Anyone? What are the components are present in xylem? Any idea? Anyone? Lakshmi, Sudha, Aryan, anyone?
No, sir.
It can the
So
xylem
are
consists
they
of,
xylem, parenchyma, those, right?
yes, very good, Sudha. Xylem consists of tracheids,
Xylem, parenchyma.
vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem vessels. Okay, then phloem consists of sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers.
Sir,
Yes, dear.
sir, will xylem even consist of xylem fiber?
Xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma.
Okay.
Phloem consists of phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma.
Sir, xylem consists only 3 types of cells, right?
Four. Xylem and phloem consist of four materials.
Sir, and xylem is dead tissue and phloem is alive, right?
No, in between one, like phloem fibers are dead. Likewise, only we can say both are conductive tissues. Both are conductive tissues. Then next, excretion here. What is called excretion, ma?
Sir, the biological process involved in the removal of metabolic
Removal
waste
of
such
waste
as
material.
Yes,
So, what is the structural and functional unit of? What is the structural and functional unit of kidney, dear?
nephrons.
Nephron. Okay, so we have made, what is that? First we are telling kidney, which is present in the pelvic girdle, near to the pelvic girdle. So which is bean shaped, reddish brown in color. Okay, it consists of cortex, outer surface, that is called cortex, and inner medulla, dear. So inside it have a nephron. Nephron consists of glomerulus, Bowman capsule, paroxysmal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule. Glomerulus, it is a cup-shaped structure where the glomeruli will be present. Okay, which receives the blood from renal artery. Then Bowman capsule, which contain glomerulus, so their filtration may takes place. Then we have paroxysmal convoluted tubule and distal convoluted tubule, which is responsible for the reabsorption of glucose, amino acid, salt, etc. Urea, water. Why the reabsorption is needed? To retain the water, maximum water capacity. Then we have ureter. Ureter transport the urine, and urinary bladder, it is a bag-like structure which stores the urine here. Okay, so other than kidney, we have some more organ for excretion that is called lungs. The lungs are responsible for excreting carbon dioxide. Skin are responsible for excreting sweat and sebaceous gland. Okay, so if the kidney is not functioning, we are keeping artificial kidney. There we are doing hemodialysis. What is called hemodialysis? Which means doing the function of kidney outside the body, that is called hemodialysis. So in plant also excretion may takes place. The carbon dioxide is excreted in the form of respiration. Other waste are stored in leaves, gums, resins, and it should be excreted in the soil here. So these are all the important diagrams which is needed for your board examination. One is opening and closing of stomata, holozoic mode of nutrition in amoeba, alimentary canal, human digestive system, respiratory system of human being, structure of heart, excretory system, kidney, structure of nephron. These are all the very important diagrams here. As the same way, some activities also they are asking. One is chlorophyll necessary for photosynthesis, carbon dioxide, light, and fermentation reaction. Then leaves. Yes, surely I will share here. Okay. Then carbon dioxide is present in inhaled air. That lime water, carbon dioxide which convert the lime water into milky appearance. Then transpiration. These are all the activities which they are asking. Any doubt do you have in this lesson here?
No, sir.
Any doubts from this lesson? Because in this lesson, surely you will get mark of 10 to 15 marks. It is the highest weightage lesson in botany. For control and coordination, you just learn the structure of neuron and learn the hormones and its function. Plant hormones, 5 hormones are there and its function, as well as animal hormones and its function. You can make a tabular column and learn. In heredity lesson, only 5 concepts are needed. Why Mendel chose the pea plant for his breeding experiment? Second, reasons for Mendel's success. Third, monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, test cross, and back cross. That 5 concepts are enough. Okay. Then in ecosystem, usually you will write. Am I right? In reproduction is a very important part. In the reproduction lesson, surely will get on 5 mark, 1 3 mark, 1 2 mark. And some 1 marks also you will get. Okay. In 5 mark, male reproductive system, female reproductive system, menstrual cycle, and what is it? Contraceptive methods. That 4-5 marks are very important. Along with the diagram labeling part, vasectomy, tubectomy, chemical method, everything are very important. You just revise it. Wherever you are finding any difficulties, you just text me. I will tell you the important things. Is it okay, dear?
Okay, sir.
So do you have any doubt regarding this chapter?
No, sir.
Do you have any doubts, dears?
No, sir.
Okay, so by tomorrow we can connect for chemistry. Whenever you are finding any doubts or difficulties, please kindly text through WhatsApp. I will reply to you. Okay, dears?
Sir, can you send this PDF in the group?
Surely I will share to you. Just revise it. It is having a clusters of information. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Did you learn some new things today? How was the class today? Anyone? Any feedback? Lakshmi, Aryan, Sudha?
It was good, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. We can connect by next period here. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.